Have you ever noticed how couples spend months obsessing over table settings and guest lists for the wedding, while completely ignoring the tiny detail of, where they're actually going to live?
Stop! It's terrifying. It's always treated like this cute little afterthought, like, oh, we'll just figure out the city after the honeymoon. Spoiler alert, you won't.
Right? That unexamined assumption about whose career takes precedence or whose parents you live near, that is a silent debt. And when it gets called in 2 years later, it feels like a total betrayal.
Okay, but let's be real. The where will we live conversation isn't just about geography. It's the container for everything. Ambition, family, money, power dynamics.
Spot on. Every couple's life is pulled by two massive gravitational forces: professional ambition and family obligation. The first question isn't even which city, it's which anchor has the stronger pull for each of you right now. And sometimes those anchors just violently collide. Picture this classic setup. Someone is in Patna, grinding away on their third attempt at the civil services exam. Location is literally everything for their next 5 years. And their partner is a software engineer in Bangalore whose work is technically flexible, but their career progression is rocket-fueled inside that specific tech ecosystem.
They aren't arguing about weather or rent, are they? They're arguing about whose life architecture has to change to accommodate the other person's dream.
And this is where couples get trapped, hoping a vague, we'll find a middle path will magically save them. A middle path only exists if those anchors can actually move.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the power dynamic when one person has significantly more wealth or earning potential. Suddenly, what's best for us sounds suspiciously like a top-down directive.
Totally. If you want to test if an anchor can actually move, you can't ask vague questions. You need a stress test. Try asking this exact scenario. 5 years from now, if we had to choose between a major career move for one and staying put for the other's stability, how do we decide?
Ooh, I love a good conversational stress test. What are we listening for in that answer?
A collaborative answer sounds like a process, even if they're hesitant. They'll use words like we, map out the numbers, look at job prospects, and weigh whose family they're moving closer to.
Versus a defensive answer, which sounds like a hard boundary. Like, my professional license is tied to the state, I'm 2 years from partnership, moving means starting from zero. That's not a red flag, by the way. It's just vital data.
Exactly. That means the anchor is immovable. Your life is going to be built around it, and you need to know that up front.
Now, Arjun, we have to talk about my absolute favorite stealth avoidance tactic, the performance of flexibility.
The classic, I'm open to anything, or wherever you're happy, I'm happy. It sounds so sweet and supportive until you realize what it's actually doing.
It completely dumps the emotional and logistical burden onto one person. One partner is spending hours researching rental markets and job boards, while the other plays the sweet, passive judge. And just to be clear, this dynamic of strategic passivity is a human pattern. It runs in both directions, regardless of gender. Anyone can fall into it out of anxiety or a desire to avoid conflict. So, how do you call the bluff? How do you test if someone is genuinely flexible or just performing?
You turn the abstract offer into a concrete task. Say, that's amazing you're open to Pune. Can you spend an hour researching your job prospects there this week while I look at Mumbai? Let's compare notes Saturday.
Oh, brutal. And their reaction tells you everything. Do they come back with real analysis, or do they give you a 2-minute sloppy search and endless excuses?
Real flexibility does the work. Fake flexibility resists the task.
And let's not forget the invisible ledger when someone actually does uproot their life. We're talking lost seniority pay, client networks, daily support systems, travel costs back home. Right. People think a move is a clean slate, but the trailing partner is carrying a massive emotional and financial deficit.
For international moves, it's even more intense. Visa restrictions, language barriers, a complete erasure of professional identity. If you're building a true partnership, you can't just wave that away with, "Oh, you'll be with me, we'll manage." That's seeing the gain, not the sacrifice. A partner who gets it will want to balance the ledger, maybe investing a portion of assets in their name, or setting aside a dedicated budget for career reskilling. Because love isn't just a feeling, it's accounting for each other's realities. Now, what if the honest answer is just, we don't know yet? Promotion pending, parents' health in flux. Is that a bad sign?
Not if you have spreadsheets. Seriously, if a couple has 3 tabs mapping out scenario A, B, and C, and they're sharing the research burden, uncertainty isn't a stalemate, it's an adventure.
Active uncertainty seeks data. Stalemate avoids it.
So here's your takeaway. Stop waiting for later to figure out your geography. Grab your partner, open up a shared spreadsheet this week, and start treating your future map like the team project it actually is.